Hello and welcome to this edition of Energy Independence Magazine. I'm your host, Aimee Rios, and today we are joined by Riverside Mayor Ron Loveridge. With over 32 years of public service, Ron has committed himself to all aspects of local government. Mayor Loveridge has had a threefold mission. One, to provide leadership in developing public policy. Two, to provide leadership and support to residents and businesses. And last, acting as the chief spokesperson for and ambassador of the City of Riverside. Welcome, Mayor. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, I'm delighted to be here.
Can you tell us what your position is on renewable energy and going green and what the future is for that?
Well, we take great pride in being one of the greenest cities in Southern California. We competed last year with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and Siemens to be who is the greenest city in the United States, and this is in the middle. We had three categories of population. We were in the middle category, and there were three cities competing: Jersey City, Santa Monica, and Riverside to be the greenest in the country. Santa Monica edged us out, but we were in the top three. We have a Green Action Plan. This is our third version of it. We just received an award for being the greenest public fleet in the United States. We're working to be 100% essentially renewable, not renewable fuels, but part natural gas, and is a key part of that initiative.
Now, what kind of incentives or rebates does the city offer businesses and homeowners in regards to solar and other forms of renewable energy?
Well, one is you need a timely permit process, and we have that. Two, there is a subsidy or incentive that the city provides. There are funding programs such as the HERO program, which Western Riverside Council of Governments offer. But we've been working hard to get solar investments here. The city's also been doing some things, for example, to encourage. It used to be that electric vehicles were in the laboratory. Now they've gone to the storefront. We're trying to get them from the storefront onto the streets, and we provide for plug-in vehicles. We provide through it's called AB 2766. Incentives of $2,500. So if you buy your car, it's a plug-in car, and you buy it from a Riverside dealer. We've come a long distance, still have a way to go, but I've often thought that Riverside needs to take leadership in being a green place and show Southern California that we really are a clean and green city.
Now, we just talked about the electric cars and the charging stations. Are you for legislation to support items as such as solar advanced lighting, the electric charging stations we just discussed, and energy efficiency in new construction, both residential and commercial?
We're trying to be supportive of all that kind of stuff that you see taking form at Sacramento, and more that people can see electric cars like they see gasoline cars. I think the more successful, more likely people will make an electric car choice.
Do you think that there is a need for trained installers and electrical technicians now and in the future? And should these technicians be certified and licensed to protect the public and the investments?
I was talking to somebody last week about this, and that when you talked about solar installation 3-4 years ago, it was a new art form. It's no longer a new art form. And part of the reason that it's more cheaper is not only the solar panels are cheaper, but we figured out how to do it and do it well.
Do you think these highly trained installers are going to boost the economy?
The question is, what solar firm you're going to use. You're going to ask the question not only of cost, but of the reputation. And so I think the marketplace is going to take care of who installs solar panels well.
Do you support the IBEW apprenticeship program and their efforts to have qualified technicians to support the region's energy needs?
competing against regions, you're competing worldwide, and so one of the ways you compete is through a trained workforce.
Do you think that what NECA and IBEW are doing to train their electricians is a good thing?
Well, if you accept the premise that we're going to be the Saudi Arabia of solar energy, and if you accept the premise that wind is going to remain as one of the major renewables, if you accept the premise that the state's going to deal with its requirements, the 1/3 of the energy of the state come from renewable sources, there is a huge potential labor market here, and I would like to see local folk trained to be successful in that labor market.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Mayor. Much has been accomplished in the city of Riverside and in the inland Southern California region thanks to the leadership of Mayor Loveridge and his natural tendency for setting the bar high and believing in the potential of his community and the region. The city of Riverside and the Inland Empire continues to build on their existing strengths to improve quality of life, attract diverse and dynamic people, encourage innovation and investment, and work together for the common good. I'm your host, Aimee Rios, and I want to thank you for watching this edition of Energy Independence Magazine.